Grand Valley boats in the first 5 strokes have a length already. Northern Michigan caught unawares a little bit at the start, and not the same caliber of speed as the other 2 crews. So this is going to be a huge barn burner of a race between these 2 Grand Valley crews. 200 meters in, they are neck to neck with maybe lane 5 now having inched out just a little bit up on the other crew. But these being 4s and these being novices, anything is possible. The women in the lead 4 seem to be a little bit longer, a little bit stronger athletes, and a little bit tippier than the other crew. So maybe not handling the conditions as well, but getting themselves out coxswain on maybe the bow ball coming through the 500. The coxswain in this lead novice 4 from Grand Valley seems to be a bit large and a bit male, so that could also be an interesting handicapping between the 2 crews. He is in a stern-loaded boat. In other words, he sits facing the rowers in front of him, while the other crew is in a bow-loaded boat where the coxswain gets to crawl down into the front of the boat and just see the course in front of her. And so this is actually a pretty tenacious race between these 2 Grand Valley crews. The second crew now pushing back in a little bit, rowing smoother, as I said, and it seems to be working for them. A little bit less of a check in the boat. And now the second crew is coming right back into the first crew. One of the women in lane 5 boat seems to have forgotten how to pull momentarily, and she's not quite getting the blade popping and going, looking out at her blade a lot, and the other crew is just taking off. So they've got to find a solution right now. They're clearly stronger, but the superior rowing skill in the smaller boat seems to be paying off a little bit as they've pulled even. Northern Michigan just going through the 500 now, already about 200 meters back. Afraid it's going to be a long row for them this afternoon, or this morning, sorry. Meanwhile, this Grand Valley crew in lane 4, as you'll see as we come through the viewing area, has moved up to about 2 to 3 seats in front of the other crew. Their rating is higher, they're just handling the conditions better, and now they're able to push out. The power of the crew in lane 5 is not as apparent as it was earlier. The lane 4 crew is at a 30. The lane 5 crew is also at a 30, but the lane 4 crew much zippier, just sort of moving, getting the blade in and pushing, and they're now almost bow to stern as the power from the lane 5 start has left that boat a little bit, and it's not swinging nearly as much as well as it was. They seem a little content to let it go. And the coxswain is trying hard, but the other crew now just lengthening out, and I'm sure that will be the result at the finish. Then again, these are novices and these are 4s, and anything is possible. Northern Michigan trailing a little bit back, coming by you now. You could give them a nice big cheer. Clearly an early race for them in their rowing careers. Meanwhile, the lane 4 crew, which I'm going to call the light crew, just they're a smaller, skinnier crew, it seems, just absolutely starting to stride out, rowing very nicely, getting some really nice rhythm going, working together very, very well. The lane 5 crew struggling a little bit more to get their drive work together and to really get the push going. But again, now a little glimpse of some strength there, but it's already 2 or 3 lengths of open behind, and that will be the race and how it finishes out. Yeah.
Do you know which boats these are right now? What teams?
Couldn't tell you.
It's like Grand Valley or that blue or something.
I think so.
They're both are kind of. One boat, I don't know what they call it, the pushes in the bow, and the other one pushes in the back. Different styles, I guess. Yeah, I was up there in the back.